Hooray!
Yeah, that is a shocker. Every now and then I do remember things. Like I tell people, I have a mother with dementia, so that's my excuse. So I've got a hereditary, and I've got it from, I didn't do drugs as a kid. I did floor finish, sanding and refinishing wood floors with lacquers and urethane. So, again, I don't let those things stop me. It's just so you guys can understand, if I don't remember everything, hey. And you can even be successful and not be perfect. All right. I see we got Mr. Ron D'Angelo hiding. He muted himself. We're glad to have Ron on here. But I'd like to get down to business here. I don't know how many saw the title of what we're doing tonight, but it's breaking the ice barrier. And listening to a lot of the leaders, the biggest struggle that people in network marketing have is about commitment. And it's about breaking the barriers. What is holding you back from your business? That's what I'd like to talk about. What ice barrier is holding you back from being successful in this business? Did you know, each and every one of you, you are the greatest asset of your business? For a lot of us, we're the only asset in our business. But we are the greatest asset to your company. This is a business, it's a company, okay? Multi-millions are in your hands if you choose to take those actions. And I would like some interaction with you guys on this, because I know I'm not the only one that has struggled with this. I know every one of us has our struggles, different things. That what is keeping us from being successful? So who would like to speak up on this? And we're going to cover a few different areas. But who would like to share what are some things that can keep us from being successful? Go ahead, Rick.
Too many other commitments.
Yeah.
Okay. Commitments.
Who was it that said commitments?
I think that was
too many, Dave. Too many other commitments.
okay.
Yeah.
Lack of discipline.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, I think what I've experienced in the past couple of months, after it's all said and done, I can call them excuses, but life has kind of bit us in the rear end recently. We had to, in the process of selling a house, had to move, relocate, all the packing, and in the midst of that, had some viral thing going on, so I was sick for a while. And then this past Friday, the realtor calls us and check this out. After 6 months of this process of trying to sell a house, the realtor calls us Friday and says, "Ain't happening." And so now we're in a rental. We've moved everything out of the house we thought that was being sold. We moved 20 miles away back to our hometown. We're in a small. Then we left. We had to be real creative in that. But anyway, long story short, life has a way of that four-letter word called life. It gets in the way sometimes. And so I've had to rethink, refocus, kind of retool. So Orlando comes at a good time. I'm so ready to go to Orlando and be with be with the leaders, especially in this line of in the line of sponsorship that we have. So down but not out. I mean, we're stuck at Pro 3, which I disdain. And I use that word lightly, but don't think we're going to be stuck at Pro 3. I think maybe my wife would want to add something to that, but I don't know. You can add something to that. But anyway, we're excited. Haven't given up. But yeah, life gets in the way sometimes, and you've got to roll with the punches. And God knows the plans He has for us, and He's the one that owns the cattle on 1,000 hills anyway. And so we'll get there. And so we're looking forward to coming to Orlando and getting retooled, getting recharged.
Absolutely.
Anyone else have something you might want to add? What is keeping you from being where you want in this business? What is the ice barrier that is holding you back? Any else want to share before we start getting to? Go ahead, Warren.
Just knowledge. I just don't have the knowledge yet,
Okay.
and I get scared.
Get scared. I that was one of the words I was hoping to hear. And anyone else in that area? Are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of failure? Are you afraid to make a phone call?
Yeah.
Afraid
of rejection. Afraid of rejection.
Afraid of rejection. Okay. Oh, these are good things. All right. So anybody else on that? All right. I've been muting some of the phones, so if you guys want to talk, all you have to do is, how do you unmute your phone? Not sure. Send me a message.
I think that works. You hit *6 and it'll unmute the phone.
Oh, well, thank you. Hit *6.
Hi, Brian.
Yes. Who's that talking? Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about solutions. What does it take to do this business? Okay. We've heard of some of the things that are keeping us back, but what can we do about these? Does anyone have any possible solutions? Go ahead, Rick.
That's when I talked about life getting in the way, I think we sometimes, for myself, I'll use myself as an example, in the short amount of time that we've been in, I think it's sometimes just getting back to the basics, invites, being consistent in what we're doing, being consistent in what our upline has taught us to do, staying plugged in and plugged into the events like one's coming up in this week, staying connected to the Pro Audio Series, and just in those times that we're feel disconnected, we somehow got to get connected. And I know you've helped me a lot when we've talked, and Rusty's helped me, and Kim's helped me a lot in the past month or so, and things just got frustrating. And that frustrating can get a hold of us and knock us down. But again, I had someone in Anaheim. I was walking out after a session, and I can't remember who the lady was, but she was like a Pro 6. And I was talking to her about being Pro 3 and getting to the next level. And she says, you know who's keeping you from doing that, right? And I said, no. She said, you. And so she said, get in the game, you know, make those calls, do those invites, and get connected, stay connected, because the proven plan works if you work it. It's that simple. And so that's more for me than anybody else. But yeah, stay connected, get involved, and make that a daily thing. Even when you don't feel like making a phone call, make a phone call. Don't feel like listening to a tape, listen to a tape. Don't feel like reading a book, read a book. And I think I heard it from someone in the upline a little bit ago that money-making business is the simple fact of putting this in front of somebody, building your business with someone who's not in the business. So we can do all the things that I said earlier, but if we're not inviting someone and talking to someone about LifeVantage who has no clue what LifeVantage or oxidative stress is, we're missing the boat.
Okay. No, what you shared, you hit a lot of nails on the head, but I would like to bring this down and simplify it, okay, of what you said. Okay. To me, the number one way to break the ice barrier is your belief system. Okay. How high is your belief? Because unless, like they share, does this product work? Does the product work? Does the product work for you? Does the business work, and will it work for you? Okay. So those are really 4 aspects to your belief system as far as the business goes and the products. But the other biggest part of the belief system is what's between our ears. Okay. How much, well, let me word it a different way. Bottom line is, do you believe you can do this? Okay. If you do not believe you can do this, you're right. Okay. You can't. Just like Henry Ford said, if you think you can or if you think you can, you're right. So if you're fighting with your belief system, can I really do this? I question myself, okay, for the first few months in this business. Can I really do this? I mean, I get those doubts. I'm a Pro 5, and I still get these doubts. Can I really do this? Can I go Pro 6? And it's like I have to get down to basic rationale. If I can go Pro 1, you can go Pro 2. If you can go Pro 2, think about this. You can go Pro 3. What is the difference? It's a few more phone calls and a few more people working with you. It can be hard at the beginning. I don't like the word hard, but it can be difficult when you're first starting out because you don't have a team yet, okay? You're making those phone calls. And that is really the foundational things that Rick was sharing. When you first start in this, it's so important to let somebody else do the talking for you. Why? Why is that important? If you do not have a big belief system, let me tell you, my belief system is probably a lot bigger than yours. Okay, whoever shared this with you, they have a bigger belief system than where you're at. When I first got into this, I mean, I was excited about what I heard, but I didn't have any experiences. So what did I do? I put Rusty on. I had Rusty on the phone every evening, whenever I could, letting him talk for me because his belief system was there. His posture was there. Until your posture is there, the belief system, if you don't believe in yourself, you're going to project that on your people. So to build that belief system, like Rick shared, the Pro Series. How many here, by a raise of a hand or a voice, are here getting the Pro Series? How many are you registered for the Pro Series? Okay.
Mine hasn't come.
What's that?
Mine has not come yet.
Okay. If I can be honest with you, when I first enrolled, I said, I don't need those stupid things. You know, I can do this. I'm a business guy. I don't need hype. I don't need any of these things to make me successful. So I said, forget it. Thank you, company, that they send you your first 4 for free. Okay. I got them and I started listening to those and I'm like, oh man, I can't wait till the next one comes in. I can't wait till the next one. On my iPhone, I have every Pro Series. I get them by CDs on purpose. It costs just a little bit more than enrolling with the app. But I actually download them on my computer. I have a album, LifeVantage album with every single Pro Series on them. And I've listened to every one of them probably 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Okay. I have the whole proven plan on my iPhone. I listen to them over and over and over. Hey, I had 2 older brothers that beat me up as a kid that said I would never amount to anything. I had these people saying I could never be successful in life. And, you know, those doubts are constantly there. Why me? Why can I be successful? These are doubts that come into my mind. But I'm telling you guys, I am brainwashing the doubts out of my head. The best phone calls I've made is after listening to the Pro Series. And then I'm like, wow. Some of them I've listened to over and over and over to put these things in my head. It's not hype. It's actually training, hearing other people where they struggle and how they got out of it, how they became successful, because every one of you guys can do this. And I hear the Pro 10 saying every Pro 10 is a Pro 1 that didn't quit. Every one of them had to go from Pro 1 on up. They didn't have it handed to them. The thing is, you don't do it on your own. This is go out and share it. Get someone, find someone that wants to work with you. You know, I think of Rick and Penny. I shared this with Kim Dowell, and she's the one that shared it with them. And they've become some of our best friends. Just incredible people. I would have never met them if it wasn't for this business. And I can say that with every one of you. You know, Sharon Doran, you know, I've known her for quite some time. You know, and the friendships that we have built in this business they cannot be replaced. This is more than a business. It's a total different way of life. It's learning how to talk to people. It's learning to communicate, learning how to connect with people. You know, if you talk to my family, they'd say I'm probably the worst connector, you know, but I'm learning on this and learning to work with people. So anyway, who has something they'd like to share along those lines from your experience?
Hey, Brian, can you hear me?
Yeah.
This is Janice. I actually would like to share one of my blocks.
Sure.
Okay, because I think between my new job and all the stress I've been under the last 6-8 months, but now I'm over the hump of that. But I look back some of my latest communications before all this started happening, and what happened for me was really hard on me, and I want to tell you what it was. 2 people that I had I admired very much that were students of mine in yoga back in California. I hadn't talked to them in years since I moved here, like 10 years, you know. And then I made communication with them. And the problem I had was when I got support to talk with them, when I first made connection with them after all these long time, and then all of a sudden talking about, you know, the product and all of a sudden hyping them about getting into business, it was a turnoff for both of them. And I felt really bad. Like I just really felt bad. Like I know I took it personally. And so I feel like I lost their friendship. And then that's probably, it's all in my head still, you know. It's like they knew me as one thing, all of a sudden now they see me and hear me after 10 years about this whole thing, and they didn't want to get involved in it, and of course, whatever. It's just, and so I just feel like it tainted our relationship. And that's, I know it's a block for me, but that's how I feel.
Can I say something?
Yes.
You know, honestly, to me, you know, you can take and I can see how you could feel that way. But if, you know, if you just take and let people know that, you know, you're coming at it from the aspect that you're trying to help them. And if they're interested in it, that's great. And I let people know, look, it doesn't matter whether you're interested in it or not. I want to share this with you because if you are, fantastic. And if you're not, that's great. We're friends, and that's what I just want to talk to you about this, let you know kind of what I'm doing in my life, and that's all I really want to do. If you want to be a part of it, fantastic. If you don't, that's okay. But you may know somebody that this may be able to help. I mean, like I said, I mean, there's too many people in this business that had really positive results from Protandim to sit there and say that I'm trying to get somebody into a business for my benefit. It's really not that. We're trying to come at this to be able to help people in their physical health and also financially too, for people who are struggling, who need money.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not take anything like that. And if they feel that way, I would kind of call them back and say, hey, look, I don't want you to think that I'm trying to get you as, you know, just trying to suck you into a business, because I'm not. You know, I love you. We're friends. We've always been friends, and we're going to continue to be friends. This is what's going on in my life right now, and I'm just letting you know because I'm trying to take and build a business because with something that I know that can help people. I just wanted to share that with you. If you do that, I think that could go a long way into helping smooth things over with them, and you might not feel that bad. The other thing I was going to say too is that, you know, as far as taking, people struggle with the inviting. I was in another business where we would take and get together with other people on Sundays, and we would take and make phone calls on Sundays, and it was kind of fun. We'd get together, and we'd just take turns doing a call, and we could sit there, and after the call, we'd critique each other and say, I wouldn't have said that, you know, or hey, that was a great call. That was phenomenal. I never thought of that. That's a good idea. And you learn from that too. So it's, you know, I think it's, you know, this business can be as fun as you want it to be. You don't have to sit there and make it a something that's like that you're so concerned about that. Boy, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it in this business. I know no matter what, I know if I just keep doing the little things every single day, and if I just, and when I said something when Brian asked that, I said not having discipline, and Rick said being consistent, and they're kind of the same thing, and that's what I meant. If you're consistent doing the little things every day, constantly every day, just a little bit each day, you're going to see a positive effect, and it will multiply like a snowball going down a hill, and it will turn around and take off. I take, like right now, I drive every day to work. It takes me about 20 minutes to get to where I got to be. Now I can sit there and listen to music, or I can throw in a pro audio series and listen to that. And that kind of gets in my head. I listened to, the other night, I was on the internet, and I brought up a Tyler Daniels presentation. I learn from other people, and I try to learn from the best and the people who are pro-tens and listen to what they do, because I glean things off that. And I just think that's, you know, that's a good way to take and try to help build your business.
Mm-hmm. Who's talking?
Vince Cantrell.
Who is this? Is it talking?
Vince Cantrell.
You're broken up. It's Vince Cantrell.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate those comments.
Yeah, Janet. All right. This is open forum. So if you're afraid to talk to us, you're probably going to struggle making phone calls. So, you know, there's no wrong questions, this is real. So anyone else have something, a question or a comment? Let's hear from someone that hasn't talked yet. I'm going to start calling on people. All right. How about you, Nancy? In the upper left corner there.
trying to unmute myself in the wrong place. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, is there anything you have struggled with in you building your business?
Not really. It's just I'm still. Well, one thing that bugs me, but I don't know what you can do about it, is I haven't called a lot of people because I'm not ever sure I can get a hold of somebody to do the meeting, and I don't like relying on other people, even though I agree that at the point where I'm at, I couldn't do a meeting because I don't know all the stuff yet. I mean, I know some of it, but I'm not just enough to be dangerous, not enough to be effective. So that's and the other thing is, I mean, I haven't ever been in network marketing, but building a business, your own business, and being your own boss and having to check on everybody, I know what that takes. It takes a lot of work. And you can spin it any way you want.
That's
Been there,
what.
done that.
Yep.
And I'm still, the thing that keeps me here, the one thing that really keeps me here, I mean, I wouldn't even come to your little training if I wasn't interested, is the fact that, number one, I'm very impressed with this company, very impressed. And number two, the product, because I think it's awesome. I know it's done a lot for me. I know it's helped my granddaughter. You know, I've seen what it can do.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm just where I'm at. But
I appreciate
you can't throw me out, so there. Right?
Yes. No. I love the interaction. I love what you share. Okay. Let's talk about a couple. Now, because I've heard this from other people, I'm gonna mute someone down here. Okay. Do me a favor, if you're not talking, just go ahead and mute your phone, just so we can help with some of the background noise. Because anything that is holding you back from your business might be holding back someone else. So these are huge things. Has anyone else had problems with, okay, I can't make a phone call because there's maybe no one else there to help me with my phone call? Is that holding back anyone else? Okay, Karen?
Only because Melody's gone.
Okay.
Otherwise, I bother her constantly.
Okay. If your business is slowing down because you don't have one person, okay, I'm telling you, we've got to broaden what we're doing here, okay? Now we listened to the proven plan, we listened to, okay, we need that third-party validation, but there's different types of third-party validation also, okay? So now I built my whole business predominantly three-way phone calls, okay? And having, like, Rusty was there, but now Rusty's busy. He tells me, sorry, I'm working with your downline, talk to you later. I'm like, okay. On my phone, okay, and every one of you need to do this, okay? Now, I'm not saying I have the best app that's out there, but on my phone, I have an app, it's called Groups, okay? With Groups, I'll try and pull this up.
Did you say group or groove?
Group. Let's see, yeah, too much glare maybe.
Yeah. Are you saying Group?
Yeah, Groups.
Okay.
Well, it's called Groups, and it will actually sync with your contacts, and you can actually pull different contacts. Like I have distributors. Okay, in mine, I have like over and 80 people, no, well, 75 people that have enrolled as distributors or that have connected. I don't have everyone on my distributor list because I have some that are leaders like Melody. She forwards my texts onto other people, okay? But if you want to be on my direct text, send me an email or send me a text, and I have no problem adding you directly on mine. But what I also have on is LV, I call it LV Upline. Now, Slack, if you go to Slack, you can download your upline contact list, okay? And I mean, I have some people cross-line. I even have my downline, Kim Dowell. I use her every now and then to help me with a phone call, okay? And do 3-ways. But there's cross-line. You could look on this group of people, and I could tell you some incredible leaders on here that might be willing to help you with the 3-way. So this is a team effort. I know Vince can do 3-ways. I know Sharon can. Rick and Penny, Rusty, even Ron D'Angelo. There's a lot of different people on here that can do a 3-way, and sometimes it's just a validation, a short 5-minute validation. And you share the primetime news report and then have someone else answer their questions. But anyway, getting back to my LV upline, I have them all on here. All I have to do is hit one button and say, need a 3-way in 10 minutes. And I can send that to all of my upline. I've had Sam Flake respond, who's our upline Pro 8. Okay, I've had Laura Bishop. I've had Sarah Dooley. If someone in your upline's busy, do not let that stop your business. When I first started building this, I only had really Rusty, but until I started working with some of the other upline, and I was able to utilize them to do 3-ways and a quick validation, then set up a meeting, within the next few days with someone that you want on there for like a complete training. I'm doing this more and more. I'm sharing the primetime news report, and then I have someone do a quick validation. And bottom line is, are you interested or not? Have you seen, you want to learn more about this because you've only heard part of the story. You've got to hear the rest of the story. Are you open to doing that? And then set up another appointment where you can have that half hour, 45 minutes or an hour, Zoom, to do some training. So is that helpful?
Mhm. Yes.
This is a business. You need to set up your business to be successful, okay? If you only have one person there that you're relying on to build your business, you're on the 10-year plan. I don't know about you. I do not want to wait 10 years to go Pro 7. I want to do this in 2 years. And 2 years is coming up way too fast. So I got work to do. Any other questions on that?
When I see in Orlando, you can help me do that group thing with the upline.
Okay. I have that with my Apple, my iPhone. I'm sure they probably have groups for Samsung or some of the others.
Well, I don't have an iPhone, but I have a phone.
And look, guys, I'm not saying groups is the best one. I didn't do a lot of research. I looked, I saw groups. Oh, let's go for it. And I downloaded it. It's not perfect, but it's been doing it. So you're welcome to experiment and do research if you can find a better one. But that one works. That's where I send out group text to everyone. It sends out a mass email to everyone. So it's nice. It pulls everyone into what you want to share. Okay. So we talked about that. Okay, another aspect of that is I have had people where I couldn't get a hold of anyone. What I did is I shared the ABC Primetime News Report, and I told them, you've got to hear the rest of the story. When can we set up another appointment? Okay, I want to introduce you to a friend of mine that knows way more about this than I do. You know, when would be a good time to do that? Because you have to hear the rest of the story. So it's like a first touch. The ABC Primetime News Report is third-party validation. That is duplicatable.
Right.
All right, and then set up appointment to share more. So is that helpful?
Yeah.
Do not let anything slow down your business. If you have a problem, you can call. If you need someone, okay, to do a three-way for you and your initial upline is tied up, call me. Call Rusty. You know, if we can't do it, we'll try and help you connect with someone. Okay? I'm telling you, you are the CEO of your business. You're also the janitor of your business. You're also the personal secretary of your business. Unless you have Rick, you know, he's got Penny to keep him under control. But we all need to take ownership of what we have. Don't let it stop you. Find solutions. That's what entrepreneurs do. An entrepreneur spirit is finding solutions. Call us, please. All right. What else? Anyone else have any comments to that or something you'd like to share? What is holding you back from building your business? To me, another thing is, why are you doing this to begin with? Why are you on the Zoom right now? Okay. Why are you on the Zoom? I want to hear from you guys. Why are you here? It's definitely not to see my beautiful face, you know.
To learn.
To learn, okay. So you're hungry for information to build your business. That's
Yeah.
all. Okay. Why else? What is motivating you?
I'm here to get motivation.
You're here to get motivation. Okay. Well, since
I'm here because a couple of reasons. I really respect Brian and what he's doing for me and helping me, and good advice that I get and encouragement when I'm down. And this to me too is meeting members of our team. That the fellowship is precious to me, and knowing that we're all working together for the same great cause.
okay. So Lori, other than, you know, being able to spend a week with Dawn, why are you here? What is the main motivating factor for you to want to build this business?
Well, for me, it's to get my husband home and off that truck. And if he wants to go drive a truck, he can. I want financial freedom. And I really, really have a passion to help people. Not only to build a business, gain some control of health in their lives, but also to reach out to people that need a leg up, or there's all kinds of missionaries out there that need funding so they can go out and spread the gospel. And I just have a passion to share what I have financially too, not only have a little security in my husband, but really to reach out with the gospel too. That's a big passion of mine. And I see this as a tool in it.
So, but to narrow it down, your main motivating factor is, now I've heard you share this, is that you have no retirement. Are you going to want to be driving a truck when you're 80?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
And I work as a nurse too, and I don't want to be pushing a pill cart around for the next 40 years either. You know, Lord, give me that time. I don't want to do that. I really don't.
Okay.
I love nursing. I'm in long-term care. I love the people, but I want my freedom. I want my freedom and financial freedom. I want to make a difference, Brian. I want to make a difference.
Okay. Thank you. Who else? Why are you here? What do you want out of this? What's your why? This is called the pregnant pause.
My story is the same as the lady that just spoke.
Okay, that's Lori.
I think almost exactly.
So must go with the name. Lori, meet Lori.
Actually, my name is Laurie. Her name is Lori.
Oh, excuse me. I'll try and get that correct.
There is a difference. It's just that most people don't know.
I'd be one of
And you
those.
have to add that or in there. I have the O.
Yeah, I have the ah. Mine is phonetic. Yours is not if it's spelled like mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, my mom and dad gave it to me. What can I say? I am who I am.
Oh, no problem with me. I don't care.
Okay. I mean, most of you know my why. I had a business and I lost it, okay, in 2011. I lost everything and had to start all over. I was faced with the fact that I have no retirement. I'm 53, okay? I don't have time to try and raise money and find hundreds of thousands of dollars to try and start up another big business. And I don't even want that. Those having employees is just not a good way to go. Okay, I'm not a good babysitter. I have enough problems babysitting myself. So I wanted another way, and I knew about network marketing, and I was actually praying for something like this when Rusty called me 2 weeks after I shared with my wife. I sand and refinish hardwood floors. Every time I'm out there working, it's like, Brian, how much longer do you want to sand floors? And I'm like, I do not want to do this much longer. So get off your butt and start making phone calls. Okay, this is self-talk. All right, Brian, how bad do you want to quit sanding floors? Okay, start making phone calls. I mean, this is what you have to say to yourself. This is what every one of you have to look in the mirror. Why are you doing this? What is your why? What does life look like when you're a Pro 7 or a Pro 8 or Pro 9? Maybe it's a Pro 6 for you. I don't know.
Hey, Brian.
Yes.
I was going to say, you know, some people, it really does help. And with that thought in mind, it's a good idea to take and if you figure out what your why is and make a vision board and put something together that you can see it every day. Put it up in the mirror so you can see. I mean, my why is to be able to help my kids, to help get them out of financial debt, to be able to help pay off the school loans, be able to help my daughter, you know, and my son. And, you know, if you have a vision board, you can see it on a daily basis, and you have that why with you every day, and you know why you're doing it. And the thing is, the other side of that is, okay, what if you don't? So if you're not doing this, what are you going to do? You're back to your job. You're going to be doing the same thing you were doing before. This is an opportunity, a plan B, and a lot of people don't have a plan B. this is a great business to be able to take and do. You can do something on the side. It's your business. You can grow it at the rate you want to grow. But the thing is you have that opportunity to do that while you're still working. You know, you don't have to set. People turn around and they invest a whole bunch of money. They go to college or they invest money into a business, and then they're tied and married to that business, and they're a slave to it. This is something you can have fun with, meet with other people, enjoy what you're doing, and if what excites you is the product, then that's what you should lead out with, and lead with the product. If it excites you about being financially free, then lead with that. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get myself out of so I can take and retire. I want to have a plan for my wife and I. I want to be able to buy a motorhome and put a Light Vantage Jeep behind it and travel around the United States. That's one of the things I want to do. So I think, you know, you put those things in front of you. I mean, Ryan actually, he saw my computer when he looked at it. He goes, "Hey, that's a nice motorhome you got there." It's not my motorhome, but I keep it on my desktop to remind me all the time. This is what I want. And it's a kind of you keep it in front of you, those things in front of you, and you know what you have in front of you will materialize. So it's just my 2 cents.
Well, that's where my heart is. You know, I had a really nice diesel pusher motorhome. Okay, it was a 41-foot Coachman Legend, and it had a 400-horse diesel pusher. But yet I tell the Lord, you know, I don't have to have it. But, you know, God willing, I would like to get another one so I could take my business on the road with me.
Absolutely.
But I would like Penny to share a little bit of her why. I've got my phone battery's going to die here real quick. I got to get my charge cord. So I'm going to leave this for a second. Go ahead, Penny.
Okay, well, it seems like my whys change daily. When I first found this, I was just really looking for something to help my husband because he was headed for being like a chronically ill person laying around pretty much. And that was a total miracle. Then when I started looking at the product and I realized, you know, I'm going to be sharing with everybody with this, I might as well do it as a business. So then I was kind of like, wow, this is the best business I have ever seen in my life. Is this for real? You know, I pretty much kind of know what integrity is and stuff like that. So I was really excited about that. So took off with that. But my why is kind of changing some. I mean, if the money comes, that's great. If it doesn't, it's great. But I've really gotten to the place now where I'm really doing the business for personal growth. I realized maybe that's kind of what God was thinking. Maybe he's kind of laughing about that in the meantime. I am kind of isolated, quiet, not around people, not an extrovert. And I have learned more about people doing this business than I have learned. You know, I've made a lot of friends, and the thing is, I'm with the right friends to do the personal growth. Some companies, I wouldn't want to be around the people to do that personal growth, but it's really amazed me. People, I mean, how do you learn and grow so much as being in a business like this? Because I have learned people are not exactly what I thought they were sometimes. People I thought were my friends, I'm really questioning kind of now if they don't have the time to even care to listen to me about something that has meant so much to me for the first time in my life. I'm wondering, maybe I need some new friends. And, you know, I'm just learning that I need to take people and let them go for who they are and not worry about it, not let that bother me. I mean, I just really want to grow to the place, you know, if you're going to share the gospel, you really need to grow as a person. And I'm learning so much about connecting with people and letting things go. And I think lots of times we don't share the gospel because of the fears that we're talking about here. And here we have a wonderful product. We have a business with integrity. And, you know, so I think my why is consistently probably maybe going to be changing. But right now, I want to go to the next level. I already did the first level. You know, I went out and talked to people on the spur of the moment, but now I want to be where I can talk to people consistently and not let that take me up and down, and just realize people are who they are, and just enjoy being around people, learn some people skills, I guess. So it's probably a little strange. You know, it's like Sam Flake says, if you lead with love, it's all going to work out. So the money's going to come. I'm not worried about this business. The money's going to come. So it's a matter of learning all the other things I got to learn. So that's probably why I'm on the call. I'm going to go to Florida, stay engaged, because I want something different in my life. I guess I'm going through that. You know, you do one thing all your life, but you're ready to change and maybe go to a different level, and you have to have people surrounding you to do that.
Absolutely.
A lot of positive people in this business.
So Penny, what do you do for a living?
Me? I teach nursing, college.
So Penny is one of these professionals that teach nurses, okay, to do trade. So, you know, like I know Rick and Penny, you know, they're both professional people. Rick was a police officer in the military, you know, just so they want this really bad. Rick had some major health issues that have really blessed him with, but they're no different than the rest of us, even though, well, they're professionals, so that's why they're successful. Okay. No. Okay. I've heard kind of some people, well, that guy used to own his own business. I was a floor sander, guys. The business just kind of came from my family. My dad started the business, and by the grace of God, I found other people that were smarter than me that helped me build that business. What I have learned in life, if you don't know how to do something, connect yourself with someone that does. I flunked basically in an accounting, but yet I had to sit in business meetings, and most of it went over my head. But I had CPAs, I had accountants working for me. I hired people to do what I couldn't do. And with this business, guys, it's not about what you know, it's who you know. Okay? The reason I'm successful is because I'm connected with you guys. Do you understand that? The simplicity of this business, I am a Pro 5, not because of me, but I was willing to open my mouth, willing to make mistakes, willing to just talk to some people and say, hey guys, there's something you gotta see. I don't know if it's for you, but you gotta see this thing. ABC Primetime News Report. It's incredible. Blew me away when I saw this. When do you have a few minutes? Okay? And get people to look at. And if someone says, I don't like your little yellow pill, I don't want it. Fine, I don't need you either. I mean, I don't say that, but mentally, you know, hey, not a problem. But you're not going to keep me from being successful. Okay? Are you going to let other people's negative aspects of their life keep you from being successful? I mean, I'm a Christian, and I correlate a lot with the Bible. Are you going to let the devil keep you from telling someone else about an awesome relationship with Jesus? Are you kidding me? And it's no different. I'm not going to call these friends the devil, but, you know, it's a mindset that, you know, the devil doesn't want you to be successful either in business. And do not let other people's negative opinions. You should never let someone that knows less than you do, okay, hear me. You should never let someone who knows less than you do dictate your success in life. I think that just kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Some people just want to stay ignorant, and that's their choice. Go ahead, Laura. How do you say Lori again correctly?
Laurie.
Laurie. I'll try and get that down.
Laurie. Not Lori.
Like a southern drawl, like Sharon, you know. This is it, Laurie.
It's just that you pronounce You don't have the or in there,
Oh, okay.
you know.
Laurie.
It's just law.
Laurie.
It's like law.
I think I
It's
got
like law. Yeah. I was just gonna say that I see so many parallels with this business to sharing the gospel. I cannot believe it. And, you know, like my neighbor Dan, I could probably share the gospel with him if this works on him. I got to go open the door. Sorry.
All right, not a problem.
Hey, Brian,
Yeah.
I was just going to say there's an app I got on my phone. I downloaded it the other day. It's called Hoopla. And it's called Hoopla. And I know it sounds funny, but I don't recall if it was something I tied to the library here in Lansing. I don't think it was, though, because I first was going to go through the Lansing library to get some books on tape through the library. But then this thing came up on the side for Hoopla, and I was able to get into that. And I actually can listen to audiobooks, and I can pick what genre I want, and I pick business. There's all different things for taking on positive mental attitude, all these great books that some of these leaders are talking about. You can actually listen to those books on there, and you get them on there, and I think you get them for like 12 days, and then they go away. You can have so many books that you listen to, and it's really a great thing to get. I think it could help people with a lot of the concerns they have with how to close a sale, how to take and be positive, stay positive, mentoring, all these different things that you have in the business that you can listen to while you're, just driving down the road. It's kind of nice.
No, that's awesome, Vince, because I am not an avid book reader. If I start reading a textbook on something, I fall asleep. Okay. So I have to find things that work better for me, like audiobooks.
Me too.
I have Audible. I've downloaded that. You can hear it for free, but now his name, Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. Okay. I have that downloaded on my phone. I've listened to that book about a dozen times. GoPro from Eric Worre. I have that downloaded on my phone, that audiobook, and I listen to it over and over. The Proven Plan.
This is nice because if you listen to Hoopla, if you take in your listening and then you shut it off, or you shut your phone off, when you go back to it, it says you want to resume. So you can resume right where you left off, and it knows right where you left off. So it's kind of nice. It's just a good program, and it's Hoopla, Hoopla, and you can take and check. You may want to check it out.
Okay. Guys.
And is that the free one?
Yeah, it's free. It didn't cost me anything at all. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
It's so important. I don't know about you guys, but I made a decision that I want to become a professional network marketer. Okay. I am a network marketer. A while back, I did a Periscope. I are a network marketer, using wrong English. My wife said, "That's wrong English." I said, "I know. I did it on purpose. I'm not a professional, but I'm going after it." Okay. You're not a professional until you get educated. All right. You do what professionals do. It might take me longer than some other people, but you know what? I'm still going there. And the beautiful thing is I get paid for learning in this business. It's on the job training. But again, you are the biggest asset you have in your business. And the more you can plug in, the more you can listen to these positive people that have done this. You guys, every one of you can do this business. You just need to do what the doers are doing. Like what Rick shared earlier. Listen to the Pro Series. Go to the events. It costs money, but you know what? Does college cost anything, guys? People are leaving college with hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. Okay. And if I have to go in debt for maybe $10,000 to start making over $100,000 a year within 3 to 5 years to build this business and to make it happen. I listened to Julie Mai, and I haven't asked her on this, but one of the calls I was on with her, she said she actually took out a loan, I don't know, it was like $20,000 or $30,000, and invested in this and went full at it. Now that's being committed. Okay, I don't like going into debt. I don't advocate that. But you know what? It takes money to make money. I would have no problems investing in me. Hear that? I want every one of you to put that me to yourself. Are you worth investing in?
Be careful.
Be careful. I don't know. Are you worth investing in? And only you can make that decision. I'm worth investing in myself. Okay, I believe in myself. I know I can do this because I've listened over and over to all these successful people. If they can do it, I can do it. You go at the Pro 5 Summit, that I went to, I saw some people there that were Pro 5s and 6s. It's like, are you kidding me, guys? If these people can do this, I know you guys can. They're just willing to open up their mouth and just tell people there's something you got to see. Just be vulnerable. All you need is if only 10% of 100 people you know decide to join this business, only 10%, you can go Pro 10. Think of it that way. It's just finding people that want what you want. So what about some, any closing comments? I don't know what time it is, but I think it's getting close. Yeah, it's 10 after. I'm on vacation, so I got, all night. I don't have to get up in the morning. Let me get some feedback from you guys.
Hey, Brian. Hey, it's Mike. I got in late. I'm sorry. One of the things, when you're prospecting and talking to people, you said like 10%. If you think about it, I think Eric Worre talks, I think it's one of those tapes I was listening to or discs I was listening to said that 95% of the people, we used to be all self-employed when we were an agricultural society. Now we're all employees. And the majority of people you talk to, 95% of them are employees. And the idea of starting their own business scares them. So the numbers are 5 or 10% of the people you're going to talk to are the ones that are interested in owning their own business. And so you've got to get to that 5 or 10%, and that requires talking to people. So a lot of no's. All the Pro 10s are saying a lot of no's. More no's than I heard from my kids. That's just the way it is. You have to be prepared for that. But if you do it, you will be successful. It's almost, was it Sarah Dooley? Talked to 120 people and had nobody sign up. That to me, my wife and I talk about that all the time. Are you kidding me? I'd have quit halfway through that, That is amazing. So keep that in mind too. If you're not having success, it will come. You will get it.
And you guys, when I had my business, I sold floor sanding machines, equipment, and supplies around the whole United States. Okay. What I would do to build that business is I had a names list, of different floor sanding companies. And what did I do? I started calling. This is Brian Matson from Four South Products. Just want to introduce myself to you. We have a lot of products that we've created for the floor sanding industry. And, we'd love to share what we have. Are you receiving our catalog? And I would just, as a first touch, no, I would send them a catalog. And then I would call them back, within a few weeks. a follow-up. The 90% of the people I called did not order on the first call. What did I do? I got some information in their hands. And then what did I do? I followed up with them and said, hey, you know, you've seen our catalog. What did you like about what you saw? Okay. And then I would start getting orders. This business is no different. And can you believe the majority of the people I called were not interested? Can you believe that? And it wasn't even network marketing. I'm saying I was lucky to connect with probably 1 out of every 10 people I called. Majority of people weren't home. They were out working because we weren't doing the business in the evening. It was like hit or miss. It's no different. This is no different than any other sales industry. How many of you have ever had a telemarketer call you? How many of you ordered on your first phone call that they called? No. In fact, I'm kind of one of those tough guys. Most of them, are you kidding me? Sorry, I'm not interested. Click. Take me off your names list. Click. Those guys, I heard, it's like 1 out of maybe 30 or 40 calls that they get anywhere. Our odds are even higher because we're usually dealing with people we know. But the rewards are, if you do this, Lori, you're going to get your husband home. You know, Nancy, you're going to be able to get away from that desk eventually. You know, Rick, you're going to be able to get that retirement and get your wife back home. Okay? Every one of us has a story. Every one of us have a why. Dig deep. Write it down. Look at it every day. Why are you going to make these phone calls? Why are you going to get out of your comfort zone and do something today, not tomorrow? Okay? And you guys can do it. But I can't do that for you. We're here. We are willing to help you any way we can. Get us on the phone. Connect with people. So let's do this. Any last closing comments before we go?
I just want to reiterate, Brian, like when I get the chance to, and for all the people that are on the call, that you know, it's an amazing thing that we have in our hands, and I appreciate that. But what I appreciate most is the leadership of what we have, and it's people like Brian and his family that have sacrificed and are continuing to sacrifice. It's people like Rusty who has sacrificed, and most of you have used Brian or Rusty in one way or another, whether it be a three-way call, whether it be a Zoom call. So I just want to tell you how much I appreciate your leadership, how much I appreciate your vision, and I want to ride your coattails. I know when I spent time with you and your family out in Anaheim on the beach, I mean, that's the most amazing thing that you can do. You know, when you have that vision, you want to share it with somebody. So I just wanted to reiterate that. I appreciate you as a visionary. I appreciate you as a personal friend and a brother in Christ. And I'm looking forward to walking the beaches with you.
Well, thank you for that edification, Rick. Appreciate you guys too. That was awesome. But we were the ones sitting on the beach while our wives were in the cold water.
Yeah, they were fishing with. They were swimming
or what? But all right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you.
Brian?
Yeah.
Brian, Janice, I wanted to ask, maybe I missed it at the very beginning because I was not here, but I wanted to know if there's anything that you have, since you've gone to the seminar, you're there to mention, anything new that they've brought up, or looking forward to hearing some of the new things that you can bring back to us.
Yeah, next Monday, we're having another team call, and it'll be right after the convention. So I'm sure we're going to be having a lot to share. So I am so excited about this convention. We have an incredible new thing coming out. So that's what all the Pro 7s are saying from the Elite Summit that they went to. They said, you guys got to be there. This is going to be huge. So, but of course, we can share information, but we can't share the experience of being there. I mean, it's listening to a Pro Series and then being at a Pro Series is night and day difference. So,
Are they going to have it available on YouTube?
No.
No, not until later.
No, basically, they hold the standards of these events very high. It's the same with elite academies. They don't record them. You know, you have to be there. Those that want it will be there. And that's kind of what they're sharing. If you want this business, it is worth investing in. Because how bad do you want it? Okay, that's what they're saying. If you want this really bad, you plug in, and those that go are the ones that are successful. They said over and over, the people that go to the events are the people that become successful in this business. So it's not from what I said, that's what they are saying, and I want what they have. So I'm willing to do what they are doing. But,
Is Joe McCord speaking?
What's that?
Is Joe McCord going to speak?
Well, Dr. McCord has been retired for quite a few years, 5 years, something like that. The guy's in his 70s, something like that, later 70s. So he does deserve some retirement on it.
Yeah. I just wondered if he was going to speak.
Oh, I'd love to have him there.
Yeah.
I hear you. I wish we could get him to come back. But I appreciate every one of you guys. I don't want to make you feel bad if you're not able to go, but just a little bit. Only because I know where success lies. I want this for every one of you. Really bad. Please, if there's anything holding you up in any area of your business, call me. Let's talk about it. Let's help work through it. If you need help making phone calls, let me help you do that. You guys, I know you can do it. Let's break through the barriers. Whatever it is that's keeping you from being successful. All right? But every one of you are successful because you're on this call. So that's a huge step. All right, if no one has any last thing to share.
Thanks, Brian.
See you in a couple
Thank
days,
you very
Brian.
much.
Yes.
See you Wednesday.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
See you at the pool tomorrow.